Hello and welcome. Right, instead of doing an episode this morning, I literally worked on the mods that weren't working right, and I had success with them all. So I'm really chuffed that all of these things that have been annoying me for ages, I've actually sort of figured out, which means I can sort of move on with trying to finalise like my liquid tankers and moving away from like using the Abbey, but actually use my own models and obviously soup them up bit by bit. I mean, you're gonna see it like bit by bit change, because I'm not gonna do it all overnight. I've got wheel chocks. I'm not sure wheel chocks do what I thought. I thought wheel chocks like put the brakes on. I thought it, because that's what chocks will do in real life, but it still seemed to roll a bit on the test map, and that was the flat map. Uncle Bob's. Farmer Bob's flat map. It feels like my uncle sometimes. He is a cracking gentleman who really is a gentleman. Yeah, very kind and thoughtful. Also got his head screwed on, definitely completely right. There's no flies on him at all, but also makes you. Yeah, he's very humble in the way that he does it. He admits his personal flaws and all the rest of it. He's never. Ooh. Yeah, it'll be the trailer that's needing repairing. Yeah, he is. He's really got a nice personality. Yeah, very helpful, and obviously that can be subject to being abused. I know that myself, because that's my natural inclination to be like that. But people can take it for and take the mick a little. But he's very real cracking personality. Very helpfully. Well, I think I've said that 2 or 3 times now. You might get the impression he's very helpful. It is true that he is. I'm glad we've got this though. I know we've got a couple of trailers, but like most of them are used, and we're going to need some big ones. I have been busy this morning, not only fixing those, but also working quite heavily on. I do like to show you, because obviously you, the channel, the viewers and subscribers, you're the ones who do stick with me, and I know I keep saying that, but it is true. So I just like to give you the sneak preview of something that will. Well, it'll be. I can't guarantee it'll. I mean, what I'm saying is that all of the mods I've tested recently have got no errors, none. I make sure that when I do my thing, that all errors. Of course, when I say that, there are certain errors that you can't get rid of. If you were trying to add a specialization and it's something that's a bit naughty, my seeder was started off as a fertilizer body. The game doesn't particularly like that, so it will come up with like an error, but it'll not stop it functioning. It'll just be moaning a bit in the background. But obviously you don't normally see that. A modder would open that up and you'd see that there was an error. But even a modder, it's a bit like if you're missing your store item or your icon. This is going to be tricky to do, and I think we should be able to get away with it. Yeah, if you're missing your store icon or your icon both come up with errors that are in red, which means this is a serious error. Well, I'm not being nasty, but it's just a picture missing. I mean, it really shouldn't be red. It should possibly be yellow at the most. But again, this is like a giant's way of doing things, and they call the shots, obviously, so there's not really an awful lot you can sort of say. So let's just get this fixed. We may as well fix you as well. Ooh. Well, we've obviously fixed you not too long ago, that's all I'm going to say. Yes, I've been busy working. I'm looking forward to, in a way, coming on here and actually seeing. Because it does sort of get you down a bit. I knew there was something wrong for a long time, but obviously I'm plodding away with my mods, bit by bit, learning like more and more as you go along. Because you can't, like you have these silly moments where you think, oh, you Wally, I thought you'd learned that. But so really now we should. In fact, I think we have got it actually like ready to offload, haven't we? I think didn't we leave it on somebody? I don't think it was you. Is it you? No, I think that's the one we just had. Yeah, it's the very one we just bought, but did I leave it? Oh, do you know, I hate these sessions where you like wander around aimlessly. I know. There we go. I didn't think it was terribly far away. I know. I haven't forgotten. I will show you my sort of things as well. So this should really, we could go straight into I've worked on both of these mods as well, the actual Productions 2. I think I'd already done the little grain gates, and I have actually grabbed one myself that I'm going to tweak and make into different sizes too, but you will see it's clearly dumps now. Very clearly dumps. I did lower a little and got deliberately so that the front wheel, if I just show you, if I drive, I think I've gone a bit mad. Yeah, but no. Oh no, it is. Yeah, it's actually literally. Why is that like not? Why have I got bigger wheels? I've got to have scaled something wrongly. Yeah, so there's still something atypical. It does work. I'll go with that for now. Yeah, so I don't think I put chock spot on this one, but I did on this one, and should now have chocks. You should see yellow chocks on one of the wheels. I think it's one of the front ones. I did change my mind. There's the chock supports, the 2 chocks that are actually on it. So because it's attached, you won't see them. But if I let go of it, then the chocks do appear on the wheels. Typical of me, I'm showing you, and it's like in thick grass, but you can just like. But look, it moves. This is my point. Isn't a chock supposed to stop that happening? So why is my? I'm gonna have to pull a trick like with that one, where actually one of the wheels is a different size. Because it surely shouldn't do that. Surely a chock is to stop it moving. Yeah, I mean, it's a brake. It's sort of a brake to stop something rolling. So why does mine roll? It's not rolling now. It's true, but yeah, I'm hoping it works because I've spent hours trying to get that to work. I've been working on something like this, and it is something I'm going to need on a few Let's Plays. This one as well. So it's a window dressing to begin with, as in like it really is. And I did talk about it last session about us grabbing it. And there is, it's not for this Let's Play, so I won't chatter about that one. There is an auto load. I need it for another Let's Play, and I promise, because the sheer scale of what I'm doing, I am going to like backtrack off my normal. I'm not going to like auto load because it's got 100 and something like pallets to, and I'm like, oh come on, it's going to take you 3 sessions to do that, which is going to be so boring. Sometimes you've got to like yield a little bit. Right, so it's further down. It will be. It's in this as well, but it is like now I've got to remember get the right one. Vegetable heart. Why have I got? Oh, I did a Mark II, didn't I? As well. So this is a copy of the other one too. Yeah, there's 2 of these. Now these won't be completely right. If I do this, you will get solar panel. I thought I'd done that one. Missing ground reference node. Yeah. Add requires ground contact is false. Yeah, okay, so that's not terrible. It's not got all the effects, but you probably did see. Let me just switch that off, and then we'll look again at that. Yeah, you will note it has actually got a mass. No, not this one. It is it new vegetable? I think it is. I think this is the one I did. It's not actually. It is the Gordon Bennett, man. Oh, it's not this one either. Oh, don't tell me I've actually got errors on it. It's similar to that one. It really is. It has got those, but it's got far more of the little tiny things to stop that happening. Ah, that's the one. It is. That's the new one. Now you can see the little tiny there properly. And it literally is. You can see it has actually got down supports that plug into the body. They don't spin yet, but they will in time when I master like rotational tools. But for now, obviously you drag it in the ground, you can't really see them anyway, but I want it to be real if you're going to do this. But you can see they really are. They've got little fine ones you can't see very well, but there's little tiny fine ones, because if you look at the pea harvesters and that, they've got 3 different sizes. So we've got the really, really fine ones, and then we've got the medium ones, and then we've got the bigger ones, because like the peas and the spinach and that all require different sizes. So that's all built in to that, and of course they are retractable. Wink, wink. It's true. So yeah, same size hole as the other one. It is the big hole, obviously, as you can see. So, and it is about right. I have actually put this against the Colossus is really the other one as well. It really is. If you put this against it, mine is actually bigger. Yeah, so I think I could be a little bit more generous, but I thought, oh, just keep it at that. I'm happy with that. It's still a good size to do. And I literally had a go at using it on my own, this one, and it really made a difference. I mean, obviously the 18.5 really, it's better to offload into piles on the field, really, and then grab it And obviously what you do in real life is grab a belt system, which we can do that as well. I might lease the mover because we've already got a baler on this one, so I'm not going to like replace it. So yeah, I fixed that, as you can see, but all I've yet to fix it. This is what I'm saying, this is modding. You tweak something like that, you fix the thing that you went to, and then like you tweak something else to try. I did try to make these a little smaller, and you can see that actually the front wheel is like, yeah, it's a different size. So I put scale onto one of those by mistake, which is why obviously it's not on the ground equally, because they are about right. So the front one, yeah, it would lean on the ground. You can see it's just not quite right. Yeah, it is literally suspended over that. That's because those tyres, they look like they're wrong, but really they should be as big as those, which means they would be touching the ground. But these, and this is where you know you've done something like scale when things don't quite work right, and that's what I've done on this. So I'm going to start to put decals and my water, my liquids sign and all that I've got on the big one, and I also put a light bar on the back so that I can then say this is finished. Yeah, it doesn't seem to need shocks. This one stays solid as a rock all of the time, and I don't need that little support on it. And the height of that is about smack on where your connector is, your adapter, so it's about right. And say I've got the chock support on this, I'm hoping it settles down. There's no reason why it really should like wander all the time, but yeah, so I'm chuffed. This also, all errors are like worked out on this one as well, and on this one too, the standard one. And this is the corner one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I love this. I'm really pleased with this one. Right, anyway, enough of this. It's June. Is it? I think it was second growth stage, if I remember rightly. I'm sure. Field 33. It was second. Oh, no. That's... that's not grass. That's grass. Yeah, there it is. You can see the spaces in between third growth stage. You don't see those things very pronounced. So it's second growth stage. So I would think, I'm not sure, I think we did see that actually the peas and that all look like they were ready to, so if we do, we might have to like do that on another session. We won't forget about it, but we will definitely, yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to ask the store to deliver the vegetable harvester that we've just seen on this field. Yeah, literally, like we'll, would that be realistic? We could load it at the beginning of the farm, that is true, yeah. So I won't do it on camera. I'll do some sort of swizzling and I'll invite you back in, and it will be on the premises. I did just trying to stay true to like the art of like content, and that is annoying me. It's one time too many. That little frond that I missed the first time round. Your time is up, mate. It's gone. It's time. Right, I think it's, I'm not sure, I don't care. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's a blob of anything. The forest ground's the one with the lumpy stones, and it really has got lumps as well. Yeah, my favourite, the luxury desserts, it's got a foal. I think I figured it out. I need more than one pallet, because I've gone, like, complicated. Typical of me, I've done a really complicated sort of thing. So, remind me, what did we have to sell? We're not selling silage. Fertilizer, we're not really selling that. That was for our personal use. We said we're keeping that. Seeds, we said already March, and diesel, flour of salts. Yeah, that's we could sell that anytime, but best in October. It is yellow, so we won't. Yeah, and the white, the buffalo milk, and all that. That's all white. So none of that is very good. So with that in mind, let's go through till August and July, and I think. Well, it's either July or August. I can't remember. The grass will be ready, though, this month. So if the crop is not ready, then we're likely to spend this session baling again, so that we're then ready to do the actual crops. But if the crop's ready, then, well, we're going to have to seriously get some... oh, my life, they are as well. Okay, grass will have to wait. Right, so then... I'm just going to give the shop a call, and I shall invite you back in when we have delivery of our beautiful harvester. No, because then you can't see. We all know it's the game. We do, and it's we're not kidding anyone. The reason I like to be transparent is so you can see what happens. I could do Mr. Silly P and actually bring it in, but then we'd like waste a lot of the. That's true. Did I actually? I don't think I put the only categories. Yeah, the only one is a proper harvester that's not finished. with a seat on it. Yeah, I've not actually put the categories in for that one. It is only so far in, it might be in potato. I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's just in beet harvesters stroke. Is it in vegetable harvesters? No, I think we've just seen that as well. No, it's not. For some reason, yeah, I must do my categories differently. It's obviously the Amity started off in this category, so therefore I've always stuck to this. Now I remember which one it was. I think it was this one. Now, the one thing I am going to say is, although this is usable... No, it's the wrong one. It's got the better... No... I'm going to have to get rid of the other models. This is ridiculous. It is that one over here. It is. On the road behind. Yeah, that's the one. Although it does work, my effects are not finished. So I'm not... No, we want to lease. No. We want to lease for 5496. And the store will have magically delivered this in front of our very eyes. Does need to be a big tractor, so we're going to use the big blue. Luckily for us, I think it does damage the crop, doesn't it? The new... Let's just have a quick look. Sure it does, yeah, it does. It definitely does. Now then. You know, if only it's a 250 horsepower, and really it probably would be marginally more. So there's not many tractors we have actually got that actually can manage this, i.e. only this one. It's powerful enough to actually do that. We have got the other one, but that will not do peas and things like that. I think it will. No, it will. I think. It shouldn't, but it does. Because I've added it. Oh, I don't know that I have. Yeah, I might not have done. I did do some testing the other day with one that shows the picture of it, and it is true, it does, but the effects are not quite right. It looks awful. It's that what actually I saw that the very first time I did the vegetable harvesters. I added it to the harvester and changed it and tweaked it so it was right. Let's repair it too. And it looks vile because it does like a white horrible thing, because it doesn't know what it is, what it's doing. So Is 302 the best? I think we'll upgrade it to 302 as well. I didn't realise this was... Yeah, we can afford it, let's be honest. Oh, okay, that costs us an extra 4,000. No, it did, yeah, it's alright. It was front loader attacher. Oh, I didn't realise you could have a front loader attacher on this. So we do need... Hopefully this has narrows. Yes, it does. They're twins. Narrows. They're nice narrows as well. So we will do this. Fantastic. Right, we now are in business. And this is now 302 horsepower, so it really is the lead tractor now. Absolutely is. Right, so I am going to go straight into a time lapse, because I would imagine this is probably going to be a couple of recording sessions, because even though it is true, I think I'm going to do this all myself. I might actually tip it into piles, and then we'll grab it afterwards. Although, is that? No, I think it's quicker. We'll just like grab it and chuck it into huge piles, and we'll grab the mover, as it's called. So yes, let's get this. Is it? No, it is. I think all things considered, I hate double handling in a way, but I think it's the only option we've actually got. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Yeah, and that's the horrible effect I was saying. It did like, yeah, you can see it's green in places, but the effect's not quite right. So you get this horrible white, but you can see it sort of knows. The fill nodes are wrong. It did it the first time when I did the last thing, and then I tweaked it again, and it all went away, and all you could see was the proper... You can see it's okay in the field plane. The field plane's spot on, but for some reason the belt system, it's like horrible. So I'll figure it out. I will. I did the last one as well. Right, the scraping. Yeah, it's a bit close, this one. Right, anyway, yes. Just I apologise for the horrible white. It will in time. This is like its maiden voyage other than the testing I did the other day to actually make sure that it could actually do it, which we can see it plainly is, but it's obviously looking pretty vile. I can switch that off, but then I think if there's no other option, I'm quite sure I fixed it with the other one, so I'm quite sure I'm going to figure this one out too. But yeah, for now, I just apologise for the horribleness because it is a bit vile. Right, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. ever done. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Obviously, this is, although a vegetable, it's not like the yield of like carrots or parsnips or beetroot either. Yeah, it's a completely different thing. Although we have done very well. I was not quite finished. I was thinking of the time when I was back on Hutan Pantai, because I had the Oxbow. We actually got it in the sales. That little 3-meter header, boy, does that take a long time. This is still a big field, though, I've got to be honest. Although I'm saying that, this still was, yeah, it really is, although quite amazing, it's still, you could really do the couple, to be honest. Yeah, I think we've done well. I was going to try to do the whole lot, but no, don't be silly. It's too... This is what I did that first year, where I literally split the session into 3 sessions, which is when I was thinking this like doing your thing at the beginning for the end. It's all right in theory, but when things go wrong, it doesn't work out right. It certainly is heavy for saying this is like it is, but I've got to be honest, I would imagine the mass on this will be quite tremendous at this point, although it has got big big wheels to support that, so it's not like you're carrying that weight per se. Really, the frame and the tyres are really doing it, but yeah, it's not really weighing down that really the same as a trailer. Yeah, it's brilliant. We're obviously going to got that other field stuff. Is that bigger? I can't remember. No, I think it's slightly smaller. This is still, obviously, because we've split, I think that's about the same. So it's about the same as what we've already done. And then obviously our sunflowers, the last 2 fields, and obviously I've got to do this one. Yeah, I'm going to grab the Helianthus trailer as well. Oh, I've done it again. I keep forgetting it goes down and keep going through the sides of trailers, which is so, yeah, so unrealistic. So we've already tipped one of these out. How well did we actually do? I keep doing that as well, walking, running into it. Oh my life. Crazy. Right, let's get this done. Yes, I'm liking my model. I'm glad I've done that. I really wanted to. Obviously, I am eventually, when I get better at animations, or when I know animation, I know how to do them. I've watched Lambo do it, but it's like confidence of like I've had one go at using the little tiny supports on this, and I've got it to work, and then I broke it again. So it's like anything, the first time you learn something or the first time you do something, the wheel chocks took me a while to actually get those right as well. It is right. Let's have a look anyway. Yeah, let's so it's in the production silo, which actually, strangely enough, shows as a silo. If you look in here, you should see the P's. 81,000 litres. 81. That is brilliant. It is amazing, and it is a really good. Now, I've obviously got a new production, but it's not quite right, and I still think, obviously, Frankenmuth, I can hold it back, and I can like crack on with doing that, and I'm going to. But I think what I was always going to do with this one was going to do the cannery, my favourite that I've done for so frequently with the Suit Factory, because this does canned peas. So yeah, I think that that we will do. But we are running out. Oh no, we did make a bit of space here, really. So we could just put this, I think, up this end though. Yeah, we've got the chickens in that one now. Is the other one a chicken one too? I think it is. But if we stick B mode, no, let's just stick it in normal. It's not. I'm not trying to save space really. Fantastic. And let's also, yeah, I need to alter me my concrete. I forgot. Obviously, this is with the trouble with like mucking around with everything. Concrete gravel. No, it's this one here. I like concrete pebbles. I really does quite really like the texture, although obviously yeah, the minute with all of this it will settle down. I thought it was a next, if you go down, we have a quick look, you will see it fading before your eyes. It's like everything else on Farmer Simulator, it's slow, really painfully. So if we go down to this now, you will probably notice that actually all that weird green mottling is gone or going. Yeah, it's gone. It's just, I've actually, the other day I actually saw it before my eyes, disappear. And then I realised, oh, it's not. Yeah, it looks horrible as you're painting it, and then it literally like stops. So this one is going to be. We're going to do the peas. I did this on Hootan Pantai. Obviously not with... No, it was actually. No, it was. I did have that back then. Yeah, I did create this back then. Can we... I've done the soup to death. But, yeah, obviously we've got the peas. The jarred canned peas. Also, we can do the others as well. I mean, we haven't done it this year because I wasn't really thinking of this to begin with. But, yeah, I mean, also there's the noodle soup, which is eggs and flour. So really, we could do the oats to actually make the, and we've got the chickens now, so it could actually work quite nicely. So the other, and then obviously the spinach bag, which I've never done because I've never done spinach, and we've also got the jarred green beans. So we could do, next year, if I'm still here. Then I mean, this is starting off as a short run. I may be coming back to do a full run. Oh right, no, it might need to be like that. Yeah, I don't really know what it's supposed to be like. So, yeah, so we'll crack on next session and get the rest of this done. So I'm not going to shilly-shally around. Yeah. So I was trying to look actually. I was thinking, do we go through till tomorrow? When do the oats... Peas is what I'm looking for. Yeah, peas have got 3 months. We could go through and then we could do the grass and this. Would split the equipment because we've got enough tractors to do that. So I think, then we've got leasing costs. We have, it's true. Yeah, obviously, yes, I said it's still 81 tons, so 81,000 litres. It's still brilliant, and it's a big field, but we'll get pretty much the same on that. I mean, Hootan Pantai, it is a real good one, even on hard economy. If you look at the prices of prices, I believe you're looking for. Yeah, if we look for canned peas. It's amazing. It's almost like... Oh, we can see my carrot cake. Oh, wow. It is supposed to be brilliant. Obviously, it is like doing cakes. And a little bit better. It is, actually. It should be, though, really. I've got to be honest. It is a luxury. Yeah, it is luxury sort of thing. So, yeah. But I've got to muck around with. I think I might have to design different palettes. I do. I'd started off with fillable ones, and then I realised it'll never work with fillable ones because you need to do things like the flower palette, which I've seen somebody else do. Biggins has done that, but you need to create your own palettes. Well, that I can do. That I have done, but I've got a bit of a problem with it, so I need to pay attention a little bit better. JM Gaming did it loose, so I can't really pick his brains for his, because the plastics ones, it's almost like wheat. It's little things, whereas mine's proper boxed items, so it's a completely different palette. Yeah, I was going for the fillable palette, and I wondered, well, why is this not working? I thought, well, because really, it's not little items. You've told the game you're trying to cheat and follow someone else's lead, but yours is a completely different product. I thought you really ought to be looking at something like the clothes palettes or the flower palettes or something like that, and following the same thing with yours. I'm looking forward to when I've got that right, and I also want to do a straw products. So yeah, that's my next venture after that. Yeah, because I want to make some interesting productions. Because the one thing I always found in FS22 was it's like the potatoes. There was not many potato ones where you could have an end product from the potatoes. We've got a couple of those in FS25. But again, there's room for more products and better. Why is that not moving? Oh, right. It was just not moving. It was just sitting there. Anyway, yes, we should chat about this next session. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.